Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Brunch with the Fellas, reviewing the latest trending topic news and entertainment. I'm Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV, always with me, Primo Grande, the one and only Cold Seasons. How you feeling, big cuz?
I feel like it's Friday,
Man, you see that
day
we
of the
came
week that
into
you wait
light.
for.
What'd you say, man?
I said the day of the week that you wait for, that Friday, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. The day in the week that you went for TGIF, right? Thank God that it's Friday. Shout out to everybody out there rocking with us tonight, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button and also share the content. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so when we go live, you never miss an episode of Brunch with the Fellas. Man, we got a good show for y'all tonight, y'all. We talking about a lot of different stuff. It's been crazy this week because it's a lot going on out here, and I think we don't even touch like all of it. I think we only get the
Just a little
surface.
small piece. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much going on. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. But before we do that, y'all, make sure y'all head on over to www.bksoulfarm.com and pick up a copy of 1016 160 Self Sustainability by the God Ali Dawood El. Link is in the description. And also subscribe to DB Chef TV and win $100 cash. Who knew it could be you? You could be next. All you gotta do is subscribe. We showing love to everybody who shows love to us and supports what we got going on here at the network. So head on over to DB Chef TV on YouTube and smash that subscribe button. Put your name in the hat to be able to win. All the details and everything is right there, all on the social media. Y'all can go check it out. And thank you for doing that. Also, y'all, we got merch. We got DB Chef TV merch, and the link is in the description. And like we always say, if money's tight, it's all right. We gonna still love them if they do what, because
Smash that like. Smash.
yes, indeed, smash that like button, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into these topics for this week. It's crazy. We got streamer Dean the Great arrested in Miami. I don't know if y'all familiar with Dean the Great. He's a streamer, um, and he's doing a lot of stuff with AB, the boxer, Adrian Broner, and their streams are wild, man. They be turning up. So we're gonna go check out that he got jammed up, and we're gonna see what they talking about. Then we going federal. We got CIA officer caught with 40 million in gold, which is crazy, but it's a lot of stuff to that. But we're gonna check that out. Then we're gonna head to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington D.C. because they got a UFC fight going on the White House lawn, y'all, and they selling tickets for a meal. For a meal. That's crazy. We're gonna get into that. And then we got Robo Dog. I remember RoboCop and Robo Dog. Y'all might some people watching this might be a little bit too young to remember that, but all you gotta do is hit YouTube, they'll show you. But it's a new dog in town. It's a new K9 in town, and he's sniffing out the criminals. Or it is. Can't call it he. It is sniffing out criminals in ATL. So we're gonna go check out that story. And then last but never least, fifth and final, we got Pooh Shiesty, man. Y'all know that right now he's incarcerated and about to go to trial here soon. I think in July sometime or June, maybe even. I don't know. It's close. It's June or July. We're gonna find out. But he was involved in a robbery with Gucci Mane, and his daddy was with him. So nobody knew if who was going to get out. So nobody had really gotten bond or whatever. But it seems that Pooh Shiesty's father has gotten released on bond before the trial. So we're gonna go check out a story about that and bring everything back up to date. And then we got something special for y'all tonight too. We're gonna see how we can um you know if we can bring something smooth, just to mix it up a little bit. Got something. We're gonna try it out, see what it look like for y'all tonight. So stay tuned for that and smash that like button, and let's go ahead and get into this content.
A social media influencer and boxer known online as Dean the Great is facing charges after Miami Beach police say he got into a physical struggle with a woman over her phone outside of a yacht.
NBC6's Trish Christakis is live at the jail this evening with more. Trish.
Yeah, 25-year-old Nardine Shabazz, known online as Dean the Great, was arrested after allegedly trying to take a phone from a woman's hand outside of a yacht. Take a look. According to the arrest report, officers responded to North Shore Drive after receiving a call about a woman being kicked off a yacht.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shabazz. You were arrested for attempted strong-arm robbery.
Let me ask you this, big cuz, real quick. I know we of a different age. And I know, I remember we used to be in the same house when somebody would be like, get off the phone. Get off the phone, I'm gonna come and punch you in your face if you don't get off the phone type. It done came so many different ways, where I think I might even caught, I might even got an ass whooping because I ain't click over. Remember when clicking over first came into the play? So I think I done got a better way to say it. I think I done got my hind parts tore for not clicking over. So we sound like dinosaurs right now through the evolution of the of the phone. But at the same time, do you fight over your phone? Do you fight over your phone? Is that
no?
Because what they
I
said was that the girl took his phone, so he was trying to get his phone. Do you fight over your phone, or do you?
No. At my age, I don't. I really don't. But a lot of people, their phone is like their diary. It holds so much information about them that people hold it dear to themselves, so they'll be a little bit more defensive, about their phone. Me personally, I don't worry about my phone. It sit there, I don't have nothing in the phone that I can, to hide other than like money type stuff. But if you're in a relationship and you're doing some nefarious type stuff, then yeah, you're probably gonna be defensive over your phone because it's gonna tell on you.
Okay. I get that scenario. Phone or wallet? Which one at this age? I mean,
At this age, the phone is the wallet.
So your phone is the wallet.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I could see people, if the phone is the wallet, because see, for me, my wallet is still my wallet.
Right.
My phone ain't my wallet.
So I got my wallet, but my wallet is also,
But which one do you lose? Which one is more anxiety build up if you misplace the phone or the wallet?
The phone.
The phone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the phone, because the wallet got cards in it. And if I lose my wallet, I can pick up my phone and cancel my wallet. But if I lose my phone, I can't pick up my wallet and cancel my phone. They got damn near all the same information that my wallet got, or more, way more. You get what I'm saying? So
I peeped that. I don't, I'm on the fence though. But okay. I understand that because I see culturally, like nowadays people have more they more panicky or more frantic if they lose their phone or misplace their phone than they would their driver's license, their cards and stuff. Like I couldn't imagine having to go get it would be more stress for me to go get a new driver license, a new military ID, a new VA ID, a new
than a phone. Yeah, definitely.
Like it would be more stressful for me to go do all that, because a phone, I could just go to my carrier and just be like, hey, I lost my phone. And then they just download all my contacts, my contacts.
Right. But that's if you got everything back to the cloud. And then when they got the cloud going, it's like they want you to damn near pay every month on the cloud to house all your stuff. So you got pictures and all that stuff that's being backed up, videos and whatever you got going on where you done already maxed out your capability. Then at the end of the day, they want you to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm not a max out capability guy. The only thing I got backed up is my contacts. That's it. All the rest of the stuff, the pictures, like I don't have a lot. My wife got more pictures than me, and most of the time she's the one who took them. So most of my pictures that I have, like when I'm using a device, is more so like I do something, then I send it to myself so I can transfer it and post it on the phone versus, like I don't have any memories in my phone like that. You know,
Yeah, well, I
yeah,
think
I
like
don't have
right.
memories in my phone like that.
I
That's
think I think that like a lot of people, and I'm not gonna say the majority because I don't know if that's accurate, but a lot of people do hold the memories and stuff in their phones.
yeah, I get it.
And the phone is very dear. And then if you don't have those things backed up, it's like losing a photo album back in the day. Like a person took photos or they had to get developed and stuff, like go to CVS, pick them up, put them in the scrapbook and all that stuff. And then, something happened to the house, like a flood, fire, something like that. And they lose all that stuff. So the phones is similar to that now, in this day.
Yeah, I understand the cloud and all that with that. But yeah, as long as I got the contacts, as long as I got people number, that's the only, because that to me would be the only headache, losing the phone in my world. I get how everybody else, I get that there's way more people doing it different than I am.
I mean,
'Cause
even the context. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's both ways.
but
It's the
just
way
my
you see it.
yeah, just my contacts, I would be like, damn. But I don't have to be like, damn, because I got them backed up to the cloud.
Right. So if I lost my phone, the first thing wouldn't be my picture. So the order will be, it will be, oh shit, like my cards and stuff that may be tied to, tap to pay and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing will probably be my photos. And then the third thing would be, you know, um, my contacts.
Okay. Okay.
'Cause I
It's
think I think I got my
it's
contacts down to the point where I can get them from another source.
do
You know
people
what I'm
even
saying?
carry wallets anymore? Do people even
Yeah.
carry?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. People carry wallets. I don't have mine on me, but they small now. Like the wallet I carry is like this big. I used to have a big unfold out wallet. Now I got a wallet where I click a button on it, bottom of it, all my cards pop out. Got a little slot to hold a couple dollars and shit. But I had a couple dollars in it, and at the end of the day, I just took those out because I don't even know the last time I spent actual paper money. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't carry bills like that. I don't hold bills, but I still got the big wallet like granddaddy in the back pocket.
Nah, 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 I don't nah, nah, I got
You know?
I stopped doing that probably about 2 and a half, 3 years ago. I got rid of the big wallet. I got the little titanium, scan proof. You can't scan through it, and you
RF
click the
chip
button and
and all that good stuff.
yeah, all the
Okay,
cards pop out. Yeah.
that's dope. I might have to upgrade. I don't know. But yeah, that's interesting though, cause I'm just like, I see their streams and I see all the stuff that they be having going on, but I'm just like, you getting locked up for a phone and the way they be flexing online, like they got all this paper and everything. I'm just like, do you does it go so far that you
It's
gotta
more
get
it's more it's
locked
more
up?
to it though. Yeah, it's more to the story. It's not just that, it ain't just the phone, it's more shit going on in the background than he just kirked out over that for his phone, you know what I'm saying? It's some cheating allegations or something, or it's something to hide. It's
Yeah,
something in that phone.
it can't be no cheating, nothing because they whatchamacallit, like they online, like if you because I'll send you some clips. Like I don't have no clips to play because we not, I don't know how it worked. We're playing their clips, you
Right.
know, but but they running through them. It can't be no girl that think that she's his girl. It can't be no girl that think that she's his, that they monogamous, that it's just a him and her thing.
Oh, okay, well, I must have missed something. I didn't realize that it
No
was a
way.
thing where
There's no way.
he was Deuce Bigelow. I didn't know that,
Yeah, like they running through him and AB be wild. I mean, 6ix9ine just had AB on camera smashing mid stroke, and he hugged him like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they
Right.
doing, and they doing this online. They streaming this live. So
This the Baltimore. He from Baltimore?
I don't know where the brother from. You
Okay.
know, yeah. Nah. Who you talking about? Javante Davis, Tank,
Nah, AB.
Adrian Broner from Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I think he's from Ohio. I want to say Cleveland, but I think he's from Ohio because he used to fight and fight.
So what? Javante Davis got something to do with this right here?
I ain't talking. No, you asked about somebody from Baltimore. That's not.
Oh no.
Tank that.
Yeah, no.
But-
Tank
but
just got
I don't
arrested
know
not
if
too long ago on some crazy shit.
DeenTheGreat is a boxer though, but I don't know where he boxed out. I never followed him as a boxer. I only caught wind of him streaming.
Right, I got you.
And I haven't even went to look at any of his clips and stuff like that when he was boxing because he ain't in the ring no more. Like, yeah.
Right.
Police say the woman told officers she had been removed from the yacht by Shabazz after other men tried talking to her. Investigators say when she got off the yacht, he allegedly tried to take her phone to stop her from recording him, grabbing her forearm and leaving a minor scratch.
Judge, it looks like it's more of a battery to me, but I would respectfully ask for a bond of $2,500.
Police say officers later reviewed the surveillance video provided by the.
Which one is worse, the battery or the robbery?
The robbery.
The robbery is worse than the battery?
Yeah, because
The battery's domestic.
a battery, so a battery is as bad as like the full on assault charges or malicious charges. Him trying to take her phone and she got a scratch on her, that's like a battery, you know what I'm saying? And they make it sound a lot worse than what it is. But yeah, definitely the robbery charge, because the robbery charge can spin off into other charges. You know what I'm saying? So if the robbery charge along with the battery, and then he's standing her way and stop her from leaving, then they can turn it into a whole kidnapping charge. You get what I'm saying? So the robbery charge is definitely worse than the battery.
Yeah, he got to cool out.
Property owner. Investigators say the video showed Shabazz yelling for someone to grab the woman's phone while repeatedly trying to take it from her as she attempted to get away.
Lawyers
Sound like some bullshit
the
to
bond
me.
of $2,500.
According to police, after being read his rights, Shabazz told officers he believed the woman had his phone. He was later transported to jail without incident.
Order to stay away from the alleged victim, Destiny.
And he was also ordered to have no contact with that alleged victim as this case moves forward.
Yeah, man, it sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, off the yacht after drinking a couple hours, come off. I just think it's some bullshit. It ain't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Man, I don't know. I don't really know. Cause that's how they living out there. I can't say that I may not expect to see him out, going through something else like this because of the environment that they in. I think they just might need to tighten up a little bit. Because they wilding, like they.
I mean, but what I got out of it is, they went out on the yacht at the end of it. Excuse me. They had a disagreement. She was filming. He tried to snatch her phone and she got scratched. That's pretty much what happened. From what the report is saying. So I mean, it wasn't nothing. I don't even know how this made the news. Honestly.
Because he's famous.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
other than that.
Yeah, he's famous.
Other than that, but if it
Yeah,
would have been me or my neighbor or my other neighbor or my other neighbor and that would have happened, that shit wouldn't have made the news.
No.
As a matter of fact, the police would have came and nobody would have went to jail. So I mean, it's just some bullshit.
Well, that's not true because if somebody want to press charges, then
Right. But pressing
somebody
charges
wanna press
and going to jail. So she got they said she had a scratch on her, and yes, and out here, my neighbor, my next neighbor, you can scratch somebody and go to jail, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think I think there's no there. You know what I mean? I just don't. I believe that, at the end of the day, when he go to court, not unless he got a whole bunch of shit over his head, when he go to court, I don't think nothing can be made of it. You know, what I mean, he try to snatch someone's phone and they got scratched. Come on, man. Not
Could turn into battery.
that's what it was. That's what they turned
Turn
into.
into assault and battery.
Well, it wasn't assault, it was battery. It wasn't assault.
They
It
did
was
assault.
battery.
If she got scratched, she got assaulted.
Assault, but you got assault and battery. He got
Yeah.
just the battery. You know what I'm saying? Like he hurt somebody, but it wasn't assault. Like he was trying to beat them up. He was trying to do something to them. He was trying to grab her phone and she got scratched. So he got a battery
He was
charge.
trying to grab his phone.
He thought it was his phone, but then they said it was her phone. And then at the end of the day, he thought it was his phone. So it's some crazy shit. Like this shit shouldn't even be like.
Sound like they getting too drunk. Sound like they getting too high.
Yeah.
They not letting the liquor. They letting the drugs do them or the alcohol do them, and they not doing it.
I can't argue that. You know what I'm saying? I cannot argue that you are not 100% right about that. You may be 1000% right about that. But I just think it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. I think it just.
I don't know. I'm gonna disagree with you. Before we move on, I'm gonna just let you know. I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't think it's some BS. I think that it's very serious. It's a serious issue that these young men have, where they on full of liquor and full of drugs and having a lot of fun. That's cool, but going too far sometimes. And we got this thing right now in the culture where the women okay with being bees, who wanna hang with a bad bee. I want to hang with a fine woman, particularly my wife. But you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't her, I need a woman. I don't need a bad bee, But because that culture is so prevalent, and even when you watch their streams, you see how like that. Now, one thing I guess 6ix9ine keeps some fine women with him. You know what I'm saying? He do. I can't even front. But the conversation and the interaction though is wild, cuz like it's what I'm saying? Like it's wild to me. It's just like I can't remember a time that we was ever engaged, like even in the wildest places and the wildest spots and the wildest stuff. I can't ever remember a time where we was carrying on language wise like that. Even if the women was, was going, even if they were some rollers, that was fine. But it still was just like, when you watch it, it's like, is this for the stream or is this how they really are? Is this how they really are as men in life and how they deal with the women that they actually, deal with? Like,
Right.
It's crazy, man. This domestic violence culture is, so okay. Or they just wild, they just this, and it's like it's all right. Like, nah, man, like they ain't never been all right, for real. But yeah, let's go check out this ex-CIA officer with $40 million in gold.
Former CIA officer accused of faking his education and credentials nearly 2 decades ago, and now charged with theft as the FBI found millions of dollars in gold bars, cash, luxury watches at his home. Stephanie Ramos has the story. Good morning, Stephanie.
George, good morning. This is shocking on a few different levels. Court documents say David Rush faked his credentials for 17 years. One source familiar with the case telling ABC News he ultimately worked for the CIA. Prosecutors argue Rush obtained a fraudulently inflated salary and fraudulently obtained military leave. Now, in November of last year, he allegedly made several inquiries asking for.
Hold up, pause. Hold up, stop, wait a minute. Because they say he faked his whole hiring process. He faked the whole process, fake college,
Right.
everything. Like
Became a CIA agent. Yo,
how do you do that?
he's Mr. Finesse. He's finessed 3 times.
I'm just saying, like some people say, like white privilege. Would this be a case of white privilege?
I don't know. I can't say that. You know, I mean, you may have some brown people that could pull that off. You know,
I don't know.
the thing about it was, you know, I would be looking at like now that might happen, but this was what 17 years ago.
I mean, who knows what the 17 years was prior to him actually.
Right.
You know?
But he came in when vetting was like a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And for him to be
you have to get a security clearance, especially like working for the CIA. That's the highest,
right.
you know? So that means people had to go to, okay, so if you get a security of like a top secret, classified, secret clearance, like when you get the highest level of clearance in the military, they ask you where you lived at for 10 years. Okay. And then depending on what type of information that you may be handling, they will actually go and see the people that you put. People will come and go talk to people. You know?
Right. They want to know who your parents are, the backgrounds, all that good stuff.
But they'll go and talk to people where you lived at, you know? Like they'll go do that. You'll have people call you and be like, hey, you know, some people came by the house and talked to me about you, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, you know. So I don't see how he was able to fake it to get hired, to get through the hiring process just to become a CIA agent, first off. And then for him to actually do his job and complete missions for 17 years, you know, to me, you know, this got conspiracy theory written all over it right here.
Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, if he faked his way into there and like you said, completed mission for 17 years, he's CIA whether they like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like he came in there, did his job.
They're not taking that away from him. They saying he an ex-CIA agent. But what I'm saying is it's like this $40 million worth of gold thing.
Oh, we haven't got there yet. I don't even know that. Yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you know, like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, for them to get you on and you going through all of this, it's like how does somebody come through a process that's one of the most strict hiring processes in America, and you saying he lied? So to me, I'm thinking that's cap. I'm already thinking that's cap. That's why I'm thinking it's something larger that have to do with the rest of this. Let's check it out.
For significant amounts of foreign currency and tens of millions of dollars in gold bars for work-related expenses. During the investigation, the FBI says they found more than 300 gold bars at his home, weighing nearly 700 pounds and were worth around $40 million. They also reportedly found around $2 million in cash and 35 luxury watches. But allegedly, there is more gold that is unaccounted for this morning. The alleged web of lies started back in 2009 when court documents.
And he got something hid. You said you heard that? He
got something put away.
He got something hid too.
And say Rush lied about his resume, saying he attended Clemson University when he did not, and falsely claimed he was a Navy pilot. Rush is now facing a charge of theft of public money and has not yet.
That's crazy.
And he was a fake Navy pilot. Come on, family.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How you gonna fake being a Navy pilot? Like, I mean, you got a DD-214, you got a whole service record. You know, like it don't even, like you can't be a fake Navy pilot. You can't be a fake any kind of pilot.
It's crazy work, man. It's crazy work. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure he used some of the people that he know to keep that going and
nah.
Man, they said the man, did they say $40 million?
40 mil, 700 pounds of gold, man.
And $1 million cash.
$2
million cash, $40 million worth of gold.
35
and 35 luxury watches.
35 APs, Rollies.
Hey, You know what that was? That
Petty
all the the missions that he went on over the last 17 years. Yeah, that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's crazy work. That's crazy work, man.
Frank Mueller's.
That's crazy work right there. Like, wow.
Entered a plea. He has a hearing scheduled for tomorrow, but both sides have requested a continuance for June 5th. Michael.
Wow. All right, Stephanie. That's just wow. Nathan got away with it for that long.
Michael Strahan, like, wow.
I'm with Mike. That's why we had to run it in the clip. I'm like, it's amazing he got away with that for that long. Like,
look, but he was like, wow.
Yeah, because he got to know it's some BS too. Like, how you gonna get away with that for that long? Like, it's fake. That's fake. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that, man. I don't. For one, I don't believe that you can get hired and falsify to be in the CIA. Like 17 years ago, we didn't have all the technology and stuff that we have. That maybe now, if you want to make fake resumes and fake this and fake that and all that stuff, I could see where you can make those documents. Okay, where you maybe, if you was a hacker, he's CIA, he may, okay, he may know how to hack too. He may got that as a skill. But it's like, and then you go into and do, like, that's a lot to want to go get a job.
Well, bro, here's my thing. This is my thing right here. And maybe I'm thinking about this shit the wrong way. 40 million in gold bars, right? 700 pounds worth of gold bars. How do you keep that all in? No, you know what? I was about to say, how do you keep that all in one place? But he didn't. They said it's still gold bars unaccounted for. But how do you keep that in your residence? You see what I'm saying? Like, you should have had that shit spread out. So when they do come for you, there's nothing, there's no there's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? And, but he literally had $2 million at the house, 30 luxury watches, and $40 million worth of gold bars. It's crazy.
Cause clearly he thought whoever was protecting him, whoever was holding him down, clearly he thought he was good. Because it's no way. It's no way. Like, and I don't believe, like I said, for 1 minute, cuz I do not believe at all that story about he was a fake pilot. He was the fake. I believe he was CIA. I don't believe he was a pilot at all. Okay. He may know how to fly planes. I think he has helo experience. He probably got plane. I think he was a real cold-blooded
CIA.
dude.
He got caught he got caught in fraud. And they had to spin it off.
They got him in no fraud. I think you remember that scene in Training Day when Denzel and them went to his old partner, the one who had put him on, right? How he was supposed to be doing Jake or whatever. I guess he went through that same thing with old boy. And remember when they made him dig up his floor and they pull all that money and everything because Denzel was in the debt to the Russian.
Mm-hmm.
This what I think that really with that guy. I think that he had some stuff going on, and somebody said, "Go get him," and that was it. And now this is the story that's being used because he probably had something that he wouldn't do. They probably wanted him to do something. He probably had some information that he knew, and he maybe was threatening to expose it or something like that. This what I get from that, because it don't make sense. It don't make sense to say that he faked all of this stuff to be a CIA agent. I get the 400. I get the 400 ounces of gold. I get the $2 million in cash. I get the stash that he done stashed something. I get the watches. I get that narrative where he was, he working for the CIA. The CIA don't do legal business. The CIA, historically in America is known for doing some of the most
proxy wars and stuff like that.
Proxy, all the slick stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like they moved dope and everything. We got with the Iran Contra hearings and all that. CIA all mixed up in that from
CIA is what America used to overthrow governments before any boots on the ground or anything.
You know, they Central Intelligence Agency, so they know, you know, they they sending intelligence on how to get the Ayatollah and where Osama was at and where, you know, Gaddafi was at, and you know, like they on that type of level with the big arms dealers and this and that. So it's no way. Like I just think his time was up and somebody wanted him gone. So they gonna lock Buddy up.
Yeah, he cooked.
All right, y'all. Let's head to Washington, D.C. We're gonna see what's going on with these $1 million tickets to this UFC fight. This is crazy right here.
New construction is underway for an unprecedented spectacle, a cage fight at the White House, a massive arch taller than the building itself, part of a makeshift arena for an upcoming Ultimate Fighting Championship event.
I have never seen anybody want anything so much as people want those tickets. Gets you over the top with that right hand.
The mixed martial arts matches are scheduled for June 14th to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. The date for the fight also happens to be President Trump's birthday. It's a remarkable sight, the construction looming over the West Wing and the cranes for the ballroom project on the other side. The president has said that this temporary arena will hold more than 4,000 people.
We are going to pull off the boldest idea in sports history.
Tickets are free, and the UFC is footing the bill for the event. But NBC News has learned sponsorship packages that include ringside seats have been selling for $1 million or more, according to a Republican lobbyist familiar with the process. Decades ago, the president hosted boxing matches at his casinos.
Let's start there real quick, though. $1 million to go sit on the White House lawn to watch a UFC fight. Is it worth it?
Not to me, it's not. But I mean, you know, to people that got that kind of money to play around with and just want to be part of that.
Celebrate Trump birthday with him.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be the 250th anniversary of the United States, and he put it on his birthday. So it's the same thing he did with the military parade last year.
Yeah, 250th anniversary on Nana V birthday though, on the 4th of July.
Right, but he moved it to his birthday.
Oh, he's moving. So he's moving America's 250th anniversary to his birthday.
Yes.
I don't think so.
That's what he did.
His birthday not a national holiday. So I get that.
He think it is.
Yeah, but it's not.
He wanted to be.
It's not a national holiday though. You know?
Right, but that's essentially what he did. You know, and then he put the UFC ring, which UFC is paying for the whole setup and all that stuff, and the fight. They said it's costing $60 million to put the fight on, and they expect to lose $30 million. So this is a different kind of stupid.
$60 million.
Yeah, and they plan to lose $30 million. You know, so, but you know,
well, no, I don't think so. I mean, they got seats for $1 million. So they at least you know, they talking about having 4,000 people there. It's at least front row. You know, I don't know what those have to be front row seats. I mean, it's at least
they said VIP seats. So I don't know what that includes, but most of the tickets when they announced it, they said most of the tickets was going to go to members of the military.
What you mean, the money from?
No, most of the tickets, the seats, tickets for them to sit.
The VIP seats?
No, not the VIP seats, but all the other seats other than VIP.
Oh, okay. Okay, but that kind of makes sense. If they fill it up with military personnel and then the only public seats
are the $1 million tickets.
Are the $1 million tickets. They still gonna have more than 100 million. I mean, they talking about 40,000. So I mean,
no. It's impossible to put 40,000 people on the White House lawn. Maybe 4,000, but pushing
that's what I meant. 4,000. They talking about 4,000 people in attendance. So with 4,000 people in attendance, you can make 100 seats $1 million. You can make 100 million.
Right. But they also said that came from someone inside his camp that reported those numbers. And I'm sorry, but I no longer believe numbers that come from that camp. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be sorry about it.
I just don't see it being the truth. I'm not saying it is impossible, but I can't see it being the truth. And then on top of that, day before yesterday, they announced their lineup for the performances that evening, which include Martina McBride,
Okay.
Brett Michaels,
Okay.
Morris Day in the Times,
Morris Day in the Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Young MC,
Young MC,
the Commodores, and Milli Vanilli.
Are the Commodores gonna be with Lionel Richie?
I don't know. They're not gonna be with nobody because the Commodores, I think they released their statement first and said, with the contract, their agent booked it and told them that they would be performing in DC. They had no idea that it was for Trump or political idea or a political type thing, and they declined to perform. So they had to release that statement after they said they were booked because they were booked. All these acts were booked in beforehand.
So how many people backed out? Who's still all in now?
All of them that I named. The only person that may perform is one of the main performer from CNC Music Factory, which I didn't name because he said he may perform. He said he hates Trump, but the only reason that he will perform is because he's tired of people telling him what he can't do. So he probably need a check, and y'all they ain't gonna stop him from the check. So he gonna go get the check.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That sound good. That sound corny right there, man.
Yeah. And that's what he said. He said, I hate Trump. I hate everything he stands for.
Let them take control.
Yeah.
Let the rhythm move you.
Right. Right.
They're gonna be jamming, man.
Right. No. So everybody backed out that they booked. So right now you're probably gonna have except for Brett Michaels. He didn't back out, which whatever. You know what I'm saying? So right now,
You mad at Brett?
he probably I never gave nothing about Brett anyway. You know what I'm saying? I met Brett in Innsbruck. I literally met this guy.
You met him?
Yeah, I met him in real life. I was an escort for him to escort him to the stage when I was on the Innsbruck.
Okay. I was about to say, what's up? Oh, no,
No. When I was on I was about to say the name of it, but when I was doing my patrol thing, and we had to escort him to the stage and everything, and the guy literally had on like eyeliner and makeup and stuff like that. I was like, this dude look like a lady. What the, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what I felt about him. So I'm pretty sure he will probably stay. And then when Trump go out and he do his thing, he always play the YMCA by the Village People. So he probably can get them, and he probably can get Kid Rock, because Kid Rock does rock with him and do any performance that Trump calls him to do. But all those other artists that I named, Martina McBride,
they better go get that money. I don't care about how nobody feel about.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, Brett Michaels. My bad, Brett. My bad. You did have on some makeup and stuff, but this just saying, Brett Michaels pulled out of the event as well. So now he can get CNC Music Factory guy.
Oh, look, you ain't mad at him now?
No, I'm not mad at Brett.
Man, you ain't mad at his makeup?
I'm not mad at Brett. Brett, you wear your makeup, buddy. You know what I'm saying? But Brett Michaels pulled out as well. And so the whole lineup other than the CNC Music Factory guy pulled out. And now they have they did announce Flo Rida, but no, Flo Rida he hasn't put out a statement yet, and I really don't think Flo Rida will do it. I don't think he would.
Man, I hope he do it. I hope Flo Rida do it, man.
Why you hope Flo Rida do it?
Because Flo Rida be jamming.
And
he got some hits, you know, and I think
he do, but there's a counter show that's going on. I didn't do enough research to get you all the names that's gonna be there, but I really hope Flo Rida does not do it. You know what I'm saying?
You do.
Yeah. I don't think it would be good for him. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
It wouldn't be good for him. Because
as far as what?
As far as the damage that it could really do, it could do to his name.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
No, I'm that's the climate that we are. That's the climate that we are in. If when you decide that you're going to follow and cheer on, that's why all these other people pulled out, that you want to follow and cheer on a PDF.
No, but
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So Kendrick called Drizzy that, and Drizzy just broke Michael Jackson records. So nobody
right, but Drizzy's name is not mentioned in the Epstein files more than Jesus' name in the Bible.
That's true,
you know what I'm saying?
Look,
so it's totally different. Like the comparison.
Keep that same energy for your man.
The comparison.
You won't keep that same energy for your man, though.
Who my man?
Who you? Come on.
Who?
Come on, Chris. Come on, your man, Brooklyn.
Who my man is?
Your man.
I don't know who you talking about, bro.
Your man's in them from Brooklyn. You won't look. You act like you don't know. Your man. Now you who? Now you sound like you with OVO. Now you who?
Yeah, but who you talking about? Who you talking about? Who?
Huh? Who? What? Say it. You was about to. You was.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Go ahead. You go ahead, Cole.
Tell me who the man is.
I'm gonna leave you alone because you yelling who in Epstein files and all that. But you know what I'm saying. But you ain't putting no smut on your man name though. You keeping your man name cool though.
But tell me who my man is.
Yeah, you already know. You got amnesia.
I don't know who you talking about.
You got amnesia.
What does the name start with, man?
J. Yeah, it's
come on, man. Get out of here.
It stopped with a J.
Get out of here.
Look, get out of here. Now
that's crazy. But here's what I do have to say about that.
Rocks up the block. Now you want to kick rocks up the
listen,
block.
so here's what I have to say about that.
Come on.
If J name is in it, if and there's things fucked up about his name being in it, because there's a lot of names in it that don't have nothing to do with that type of activity. But if his name in it, I feel like anybody name that's in the files that did that PDF stuff, anybody, I don't care your background, your race, your male or female, if you were involved in that, I feel like you should be brought to justice. It don't matter who it is.
Okay, that's fair. But let me say this, right? The Justice Department released the Epstein files and already said what we release is what we release. Ain't nobody else going to jail.
How many files have they not released yet? 3 million damn near files.
I don't care about how many. I don't care if they got 20.
I do, because those are the ones that they're holding back from us seeing. So you have to. Those are the ones you have to care about.
Guess what the Justice Department said though? They said they are not intending on prosecuting no.
Of course they did. Trump's Justice Department.
Okay.
Todd Blanche is running that motherfucker. It was Pam Bondi running it. She's gone. Then Todd Blanche took over.
So guess what?
All that's inside corruption. And Todd Blanche, before Trump came into office, was Trump's personal lawyer. Todd Blanche is the one running the Justice Department now. Come on, man.
But I can't deny that Todd Blanche is not the one running the Justice Department. All right. And I can't agree with that it's some corrupt something or whatever, because we don't know. So
we know.
So I could feel like that, but my feeling might be wrong because I don't have the actual tangible evidence to convict. I don't have the conviction, the knowledge to actually know. So it's cool because everybody can have their opinion. You know, that's fair.
No, and the proof is there. The hammer just hasn't dropped yet. I promise you, at the end of it, Todd Blanche is going down, buddy.
Opinion is not based on facts. And at the end of the day, okay, people's names was in that thing, and just people's names being associated with it is enough to go. If a person wants to go and start speculating, then give everybody the same energy whose name's been associated with it. This ain't even in defense of Trump at all. Because like I said, I'm going with the prosecutor saying ain't nobody else guilty with nothing. Do I agree? Do I agree with it and say that it shouldn't be something more looked into it? No, I don't agree with that, because I do think that it's something larger. But what I do know is that it's so large that the people that's in it, all the people, even the people that you don't want to punch down on.
Who I said anybody that had anything to do with that. I don't care, because I don't care who it was. Right? It's not me punching down on nobody. I don't care. I don't know none of them motherfuckers. So I don't care who it was.
None of them is getting prosecuted. None of them.
That's not true. Not now. They're not. But they will. They will.
None of them.
They will. Watch.
None of them.
Watch.
None of them. I want to make a dollar bet. We can make a dollar bet right here.
Let's do 100 over the next 5 years.
Nah, I'm not trying to win no money off pedophilia. You know what I'm saying?
I want to win some money off prosecutions.
And I'm saying,
but prosecutions.
I'm saying,
you saying that none of these people will get prosecuted. I promise you they will. Yes,
everybody
yes,
thought, will Trump? Is Trump one of your people?
What?
Will Trump get prosecuted?
No, I think he's gonna kick the bucket before he get a chance to get prosecuted. That's what I honestly think.
On him. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and
how is that? How that's not wishing that the man is 80 years old. He's
you said in 5 years, family. You said in 5 years, right? So you
and
I
don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so. That's not wishing death on nobody, but I just don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
That is.
No. When you're a racist lying PDF, it's very stressful, and it's gonna weigh down on you. And he always have, and he also has all these problems that he have going on with his cankles and his hands, and talking about I ace cognitive tests and all that stuff. He's not. I don't think, and that's. I just don't think that he's going to be around for the next 5 years.
It sounds like you want it to happen.
No, I didn't say that. You put it. No, that's what you're saying. I never said that. I said I don't think. That's the key word. I don't think. I could be wrong. When you say I don't think, that means you got a 50% chance of being wrong.
Is that I don't care what happened to Trump in the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? If or 10 years or for the rest of his life. You know. But
well, you asked me would Trump be prosecuted? And
you saying in the next 5 years he ain't gonna be
in the next 5 years. I don't think he will be here. So I think other people that's still around to get prosecuted will be, but I honestly don't think he'll be around.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well then if he's not gonna be here in the next 5 years, based on Cold Season's theory, then I think that he should have a whole shindig at the White House. He should do it up. He should live
You mean have a PDF ball where he just invite all the PDFs and they invite kids and just let their thing swing out? That's what they should do. We're talking about people that exploited children. That's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this though, right? We grew up together, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that I would want that type of party? If I called you, do you think that I would call you? Do you think that I would ever be at a type of party like that? Would I call you and be like, cuz, come kick it? Matter of fact, have we ever kicked it in the trenches or in the high life at any type of engagement parties like that? Have we ever done
nothing like that?
Okay, then I said, so cut it out.
No, but you're saying that he should. No. You're saying so. For what I'm saying about a man. What I'm saying about a man being held accountable, for, crimes against children, and he hasn't got caught, and then you're like, oh, he should have a whole shindig. Come on, man. What is that?
What I'm saying is if you sit him here saying the man gonna be dead in 5 years, all right?
No, you took that and ran with it, and you can run it back. You took that when I said it and ran with it, because you asked about what. You said would Trump be one of the people?
supposed to have a whole PD party, right? Okay, cool. I ain't mad at you for saying that. I'm saying if you gonna say that he gonna be dead in 5 years, if somebody told me I had 5 years to go, then I'm living it up every time I get a chance. I'm gonna live it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make these haters mad. I'm gonna make people like Cold Seasons wish they had $1 million to come sit front row and hang out with us.
Yeah, but that doesn't make me wish to come and hang out with you if I feel that you're a PDF and you done did crimes against children.
But then I'm gonna make you sit online and talk trash about me and watch me ball. Yeah, either way. Yeah. Because he's still gonna win.
I hear you, and that mean he would die and ball out and still be a PDF doing crimes against children.
Man,
you see what I'm saying?
You know,
and that does not make me want to go sit next to him.
I'm just saying those are accusations. He never been convicted of it. You know, and they put that on Puff too.
It's still 3 to 5 more million files. It's still 3 to 5 more million files.
The only thing happened with Puff was gay, and that was it. And that's not a crime to be gay. So, and into some weird, freaky stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they I see a lot of stuff get put on people, and until I actually see people get convicted, I'm not convicted. You can go ahead. You're entitled to your own, however you think or feel about it. That's fair. I don't do that though, cuz I'm never gonna agree with you. We're gonna always go back.
So
and forth.
you think Donald Trump is an innocent man, free of all the PDF shit?
I don't know.
You haven't seen enough evidence at all to even lean.
No,
wow, that's crazy.
No, but and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like I don't keep up with politics like that. So I don't follow Donald Trump. Like the president, no president has ever meant anything to me. You know, like, and that's what I be telling you when I be telling you like offline, like, cuz I don't vote. So I don't care about politics. To me, all politicians is liars. They all liars. Okay. And then my perspective is that I need to be focused on what they're doing as far as policy wise, because that's what affects me in my life. You know, what they do with the tax bills, what they do when they make new laws and stuff like that, and how I'm trying to do business and stuff. That's what I need to focus on. That don't say that I agree with any type of touching on no babies, hurting some children, you know, death to them all.
So what do you stand at? What do you stand at? How you feel about what he has done? Let's erase the whole Epstein files, the PDF shit. You know what I'm saying? How do you think his performance has been overall as a president?
I don't cuz like I don't care about his performance. What do you mean?
Okay, well,
like I don't have no gauge. Like I'm not measuring like as far as what? Be more specific though.
As far as let's just say like things he ran on. You know,
like what? Like I mean, like what? No
he would drop price from day one. He gonna build a wall, and then Mexico gonna pay for it.
Okay, so let's go with the first thing. He gonna drop prices. Drop prices on what?
He said on everything on day one. It's been 2 years now.
So do you know that America in 2020 printed all the money that had ever been printed in the history of money printing?
I'm talking about him dropping prices on day one, like he said.
So this is the thing, right? So you saying him dropping prices, but you don't watch the economy, except from a certain lens. You know, you watch it, but that's your lens that you watching it. Okay. I'm watching the Federal Reserve and the money printing. So I'm not gonna fall for somebody telling me that they're gonna make prices drop when all the money that has ever been printed since, I want to say, what was it, 1931 or 1971 or whenever we went off the gold standard, they printed that same amount of money and put it into circulation. They did that in 2020 during the pandemic. Okay, so that means that prices was going to go up anyway because the debt went up. The national debt went up. Then we have this thing called inflation that always happens when the money print happens. So when grandmama and them was our age or younger, let's say when they was younger, all right, they was paying 5 cents for a gallon of gas, right? Now we paid, now even since then, it done went to 15 cents, 50 cents, 85, $1, $1.50, $2, $3, $4. Now, so prices are going to always go up because we live in a debt-based economy. So in order for us to have the stuff that we need, price got to go up. Then we had supply chain demand where people was out of work because the whole world has shut down, but we still had people wanting the same stuff. And then we had a slowdown in production.
All of the economists say.
So listen to this. So now, hold up, don't cut me off. So listen to this. So if you falling for the okie doke by a politician, that's because you not paying attention to the key factors. You listening to what somebody telling you, thinking that they in control of that. And what I know is Trump ain't in control of that. So that's the reason why on that particular question, when you ask me, okay, well, prices, all right, he don't control prices. Markets, supply and demand, economics control prices, not President Trump. Now,
I'm gonna tell you, all the economists say
with them tariffs and stuff.
He did what?
He tried to play some leverage with them tariffs.
It backfired. It didn't
all
work.
Right, but it's not even about whether it worked or not. It's about that the consumer always pays the tax anyway.
Right, but the economists that do this, they say that the prices, these high prices, are in direct relation to the tariffs they put on. The economists also say that if he would not have did anything, he could have sat back and just let it run on autopilot.
The economists that don't own no business,
huh?
That the economists, the ones that go off CPI and all that.
The economists, the people
they don't
that
even factor in, and they don't even factor in food.
Bro, the economists that have whole firms that measure this.
And gas.
I'm not talking about Willie from down the street. I'm talking about economists that actually measure this. They have whole firms that do this. You know what I'm saying? Like you understand it. They understand it a little bit better.
Because they don't understand it better than me.
Huh?
They don't understand it better than me.
Okay. All right. You're right.
Yeah, they don't understand it better than me. Because especially if they going off of what Trump is saying, because all Trump is saying is just to lead the sheep.
Not going off what Trump is saying.
All he's doing is leading the sheep to follow something, to not pay attention to the bigger picture.
I'm talking about real economists. I'm not talking about going off what Trump is saying.
Economists ain't saying that, and I could drop 3 names that economists ain't talking like. Economists ain't talking like Ray Dalio. Economists ain't talking like Rick Rule. Economists ain't talking like Peter Schiff either. Okay. Economists ain't talking like Robert Kiyosaki. So I don't follow these. I don't watch Bloomberg. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't on that. You know, I'm looking at how things are really going. Like where are we going next? And I look at what he does. I look at like he just went to China and sat down and took all these people over there to China, all these billionaires, trillionaires over there to China, so they could try to work on something, you know. And that shit
flopped. It flopped miserably.
On that, it didn't flop.
It did flop. It did flop. It flopped so bad that that when he left, President Xi gave him rose seeds. The reason why he gave him rose seeds is because Donald Trump dug up the all-time world-famous rose garden at the White House and paved it with concrete. So Xi gave him rose seeds like, plant these now. You get what I'm saying? There was no that shit flop. He didn't come back with no kind of deal at all for nobody.
Because just because they didn't tell you about it, don't mean that they didn't have one. You gonna consume anyway. You ain't gonna be at the table. Me neither. I'm gonna consume too. So just because I realize that I might not be at a need to know, don't mean that nothing didn't happen.
Nah,
see, everybody want to know stuff that ain't included. Like you ain't gonna do nothing about it, but just go buy or shop or not shop.
She has no love for Donald Trump or the United States. That nothing happened on that. He's trying to help Iran beat Trump. You know what I'm saying? Russia's trying to help Iran beat Trump. Come on, man.
That's a different story. But China needs the USA just like we need China.
Nah, the shifting.
When you understand the economy, when you understand the economy, and
the world power is shifting. The world power is shifting, and this idiot is doing.
It'll take a while, though. It'll take a while, and like everybody say that, right? So let me ask you this. Right now, if America collapsed, would you be ready for it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. So then, if America collapses under his leadership, right? Because he's y'all leader, all right? He's the leader of the United States, and everybody.
Oh, what you mean? He's y'all leader?
Because people look to him like he's in control of the United States. See,
well, don't say y'all. Don't put me in the y'all.
Well, if a person
Israel is running the United States right now.
If people is like we need a different leader, then that's a person looking at him as a leader.
He's compromised, man. Israel running the United States.
That's people looking at him as a leader. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying that's y'all leader, because not yours in particular, but everybody who's looking at like the president is the leader of the United States. See, I understand government is a judicial, legislative, and executive branch. And when the
branches are not equal no longer.
And when they went away, they've never been equal. The legislative branch has always been more significant than the executive branch, because an executive order is not a law, and the only people who make laws is the legislative branch, and it's a voting process. The same way they wouldn't get rid of the filibuster was them letting the president know, like, nah, we still in charge.
But the president is running the president executive branch is running the legislative branch of his party, and that's no bullshit. They capitulate to whatever the fuck he say. But
Democrats do the same thing, though, right? That's how it's always been.
No. They do to a certain point, but when it's time to hold people accountable,
Democrats
and go to like the special sessions in Congress and stuff like that, they hold the people accountable that need to be held accountable on, and the Republicans come in and participate in that process.
So let me ask you this. So when Joe Biden pardoned himself from being and all his family and everybody from all the stuff that happened in Romania when they was over there when they had that little scandal, and then he pardoned himself and everything, everybody was holding themselves accountable?
That never happened. I never heard of that. I know he pardoned his son.
So after this show, go look it up.
He pardoned his son.
Go look it up.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
And his family and everybody else.
He pardoned his son.
And himself. Read it. Himself too. Yeah.
He pardoned his son. I know that much. And I didn't agree with that. I said that was the biggest mistake he could have made.
It was a
he could have let Hunter go through what he had to go through, but what he did was he set a brand new precedence when he do that. He set a brand new precedence. So now Don Jr. get to run around and do all these crazy things.
And they all do it. They all do it. They all do it. That's why I don't have no leader. My leader is Jesus Christ. That's it. I don't have no leader. I don't have no human leader.
And he's often seen at UFC fights.
I know President Trump is a fighter.
UFC's president Dana White endorsing him in 2024.
I'm in the tough guy business, and this man is the toughest, most resilient human being that I've ever met in my life.
Trump supporter and UFC announcer Joe Rogan will be there, though Rogan also called the event a gimmick. Life is a gimmick, the president responded, but it's a good gimmick. It's going to be amazing.
All right, Gabe, we see that construction right there behind you. And to be clear, these will be real fights. This is not an exhibition.
Yes, Tom, MMA fights can get bloody, but the president's been a fan for a long time, and Dana White says it was the president's idea to hold this fight here at the White House. The fighters are even set to walk out from the Oval Office.
That's going to be dope. They're going to walk out from the Oval Office. That's going to be dope. I wish I had a meal. I spend a meal, you know, and go. If I had a meal just to spend on some tickets to the White House lawn, I'd do it. Why not? Why not? Yeah,
No.
you see your man pardoned himself and his whole family, though. It's okay. You ain't
No, he didn't pardon himself. He pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. He pardoned his brother, James Biden.
Okay.
His other brother, Franciscus Biden.
Okay.
And Valerie Owens. Wait a minute.
Okay.
And her husband. Wait a minute.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody's pardoning everybody. Everybody's doing it. All right. And that's how it goes.
Yeah.
And if you was
so basically,
so you telling me if you was in that position,
Joe Biden did pretty much pardon.
You wouldn't pardon.
He pardoned 5 members of his family.
You wouldn't pardon your son. You wouldn't pardon your brother.
I wouldn't run for president because I definitely would.
No. That wasn't the question.
I'm
asking you if you was the president, you wouldn't pardon your family.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not the
Okay,
president
then.
because my character is not presidential at all, brother.
Hey, then you know what I'm
You
saying.
know
So
what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying if you're gonna
You know,
punch
I look at
down
presidential
on
as a higher
everybody.
standard.
You know, give a fair punching, give a fair ass kick to everybody.
I give presidential a far higher standard. You know, of course, I would pardon my brother, my mother, my cousins, my sister, my kids. You.
What up, cousin? What up, bud?
I pardon my dog, but I'm not presidential. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, so you know, so you just mad at dude because he doing it and he getting away with it. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody hating for real, like, because if it was them, they would do the same thing. That's all I'm saying. If it was you, you would do the same thing.
Yeah, but you know, like you said, you don't follow. So I mean, it's the level of corruption is just unreal. You know, we can move on to the next story, but I mean,
we live in America.
The level of corruption
is
next level. You know,
are you kidding me? We live in America.
And
CIA agent was just able to fake his whole career.
Right. So citizens, but presidents are supposed to lead the country into greatness. That's what they're supposed to do.
Since
when? You know what I'm
when?
saying? Presidents are supposed to speak like they are presidents. You know what I'm saying?
When?
When you tell people quiet piggy, come on, you on a podium and you telling people quiet piggy. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy's a child. He's a man child. You know, and I mean you can be on the other end like all that right there, but I'm not. I'm not. It's nothing. I can't argue.
Like it ain't.
I'm not gonna argue.
It's not for Trump. I'm just asking like since when did politicians get this, you know, this aura that they supposed to be so holier than thou?
Not holier than thou, but a president, even
like
the president.
They're a woman. They not perfect.
So a bank teller and a bank president.
We all flawed.
You move different. You know what I'm saying? We are the tellers, and he's the president. You know what I'm saying? And the way that he moves, he's not moving like he has the teller's best interest. You know what I'm saying? He's running us into the ground, bro.
Yeah,
he's running us into the ground on a nosedive. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I see what's going on.
It's gonna happen anyway. It's gonna happen anyway.
You're right. Because I can't go back and forth on it with you because
it's gonna happen anyway.
You know, you're right. I'm not. I ain't going back and forth on it because I know what's going on and I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's gonna happen anyway. What are you preparing to do though?
I mean, you know,
because if you think it's going down, then what are you going?
Yeah. You definitely prepare yourself. Yeah, you definitely prepare
Does it
yourself, but
happen on his watch or do it happen on the next person's watch?
he's trying to make it happen on his watch. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, right now we moving the goalpost and kicking the ball down the field. But I mean, at the end of the day, I know what's going on with this whole shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And and there's no way in hell that I would ever be okay with nothing that this man is doing. Even if he tomorrow decide to get it on track, it's almost like it's too late. Not almost, it's just too late. You know what I'm saying? So I don't trust nothing that man do. You know what I mean? And I never will. And I never will
That's crazy.
get behind him, root for him.
Anybody ever gave you a second chance?
He done had more than
I ain't asked you that. I ain't asked you that.
There you go, moving the goalpost again. You're kicking the ball down the field. That's what you do. You like to move the goalpost. You thought about it for a second. You said, hey, anybody gave you a second chance? It's Donald Trump. He had plenty of second chances.
I'm not asking
You know what I'm
about
saying?
Donald Trump. I'm asking about cold seasons. Has anybody ever gave cold seasons a second chance?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all. That's all. I just wanted you to answer that fairly. That somebody has gave you a second chance because you've been an F up or a hole.
So let's say this is related to Donald Trump.
No, I don't want to relate it to him.
No, but let's just say it's related to him. Let's just say it's related to him. Let's just say it's related to him. This is his second chance. His second chance is worse than his first chance. And that is the thing that make a second chance go horribly wrong when your second chance is worse than your first chance. This is Donald Trump's second chance and it's worse.
So with your second chance, was it worse?
No, I don't do worse second chances.
Okay then. All right. So that's all I'm saying. If somebody gave you a second chance, all right, and it worked out, all right, then it's plenty of people that make mistakes. Okay. And guess what? Sometimes if they desire a second chance, then their actions will be reflective of it. Okay. I get what you're saying. His actions have not shown anything that is reflective of a second chance. So I can understand your perspective when we talk about Donald Trump. All right. But as a human, all right, from a human aspect, all right, to sit up here and say, if dude got it together tomorrow, you know, that you wouldn't be on board. That sound un-American.
Fuck. Well, I'm an American then, because at the end of the day,
that sound un-American, fam.
Yeah, because he had his second chance. He had his second chance, and 2 years. Wait a minute. Listen. So his first year he had 4 terms. His second year he had 2 terms. I mean, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So now he's 2 years into his second term. That means 2 years are left. No, I'm not the second chances, nigga. You 2 years past your second chance. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. And I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? The man's a bigot. He's a fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? And that's just period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to I would never stand by him ever. You know what I'm saying? Never stand by him. And here's the thing. I know that there's Republicans.
I don't vote by. Nah. We're gonna end it right here. Okay.
Why? You got to talk. But you don't want to let me finish.
No, because what we not gonna do is we not gonna go into just bashing the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Because
bashing.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. You know, it's like you expressing your opinion, but we ain't gonna go too far. Like you already said, F the first lady, cuz you know what I'm saying?
I did.
Like you already said that. So what
That's
I'm
right.
saying is like I understand how passionately you are about being a Democrat and about your political party and your views, right? And I respect it, and you get it off. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is still like I'm not about to go all the way there with you with that, you know what I'm saying? Because
go all the way there with me.
Because check it out. Because first of all, I don't vote. I never voted. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
you
I don't
shouldn't even be
hold on,
having. You
hold on,
shouldn't
hold on,
even.
hold
You don't
on.
have a dog in the fight. Then you don't have a dog in the fight.
And I don't put as much value into political stuff as you do. You see what I'm saying? So like, I don't value it like that. That's why I've never participated. So yes, I don't have a dog in the fight because my dog is somewhere else, you know? So that's fair. But what I'm saying is just like, you're not going to get nothing out of it. So instead of going there, like, you know what I'm saying? We just going to go on to the next topic. Like,
let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
go to the next topic.
So we got RoboDog security sniffing out criminals in Atlanta. Let's get into it.
As apartments across Atlanta deal with break-ins, some properties are taking this initiative on 4 legs. ANF reporter Joshua Skinner is at Columbia Crest Apartments in Southwest Atlanta, who had a string of car break-ins stopped by a team of robots.
Car break-ins in Atlanta are not unusual.
Hold up, that's a pretty interesting little dog right there. That's pretty different.
Yeah, I think Google had them things running around at the Google campus out in California for a while.
That's crazy right there. Can you imagine breaking in the car and that's chasing you?
Nah, I mean, I can imagine taking them out and, not having to pick up poop behind them, like my dog.
But that thing ain't gonna play though. That's not a play toy though. Like, you can't toss a ball and then go fetch or none of that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they can program it. I think that one right there is a security dog. I'm pretty sure they got a family friendly one you probably can get.
That's RoboDog.
Yeah, it's RoboDog, but I think they can program to be something different. Like they got the robots. We shopping around for a robot now to mop the floor when we leave the house.
What's that? What's that, like a robot scruffer?
Yeah. So you talking about that mop the floor? So basically, it's a little tower, and the tower stand is about, I don't know, maybe 12 inches to an inch to 12 and a half inches. And it got a reservoir on it that's full of water. And you program it. And you ain't even got to really program it. You plug it up. And then what it does is it leaves the dock station, the reservoir of water, and it come out, spray water on the floor, and it cleans your wood floor, whatever kind of floor you got. And it just cleans it, and then it goes back to the docking station and it unloads all the dirty water from where it cleans your floor, take on clean water, and go back out and clean again.
Let me ask you this. How does it know what area to clean? Does it like bump up against a rug and know like that's a rug and then?
Yeah, so you can get a app on your phone and like program it to your house, but it has sensors. And the real expensive ones have sensors to the point where if you got wood floors upstairs and its housing is upstairs, it recognizes the steps and won't even fall down the steps. So it got sensors on it, and when it bumps something, it'll turn around or not even hit it. You know what I'm saying? Now the cheaper ones, they'll bump some stuff, they'll get stuck a little bit, stuff like that. But RoboDog. But yeah, it does all that. So I mean, it is a good investment. They're a little bit pricey now. Excuse me. The real good ones is about $400 for the real good ones. The cheaper ones you can get them from, below 400, down to probably like 150, and they'll clean your floor up every time you leave the house, or even while you're home.
That's crazy.
This initiative on 4 legs. ANF reporter Joshua Skinner is at Columbia Crest Apartments in Southwest Atlanta, who had a string of car break-ins stopped by a team of robots.
Car break-ins in Atlanta are not unusual, but how this one ended at Columbia Crest Apartments is, when thieves went looking for an easy score on Thursday, May 21st.
But what they didn't count on was a security guard with 4 legs.
There's an affordable housing crisis here in Atlanta, and there are a good number of properties that have low occupancy just because they're not safe.
That's the idea behind Undaunted, the robotic security company that has found itself on more than 3 dozen.
What's up?
Man, I just pictured myself, just on some shit like pissing behind a car, you know what I'm saying, in the parking deck, and that damn dog roll up on me, bro. I probably shit myself. Yeah.
Yeah. A little robot dog catch you in the park.
Yeah, he just roll up on you. I'm pretty sure he say something.
Make it to the crib.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he say something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because basically we ain't finished the story yet, but basically what they saying is that the dog foiled the car break-ins. So he has to have some kind of aggression to him or something, to run people off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. Man, if I seen that dog run up on me, I would probably have a problem. Like, no, there is a problem if he's running up on you, honestly.
In commercial and residential properties in a little more than a year.
There isn't a technology system out there that can do what we did.
What the robots did was notice these thieves breaking into the Columbia Crest parking garage and into cars. One robot followed the fleeing thieves, the other met with police, who arrived in just a couple of minutes after Undaunted alerted them.
We are the mission control from Undaunted.
One thief was caught on the run, the other led by robots to this trash compactor area.
Which is a good place to hide, I guess.
Columbia
They work
Crest is an
together. That's
affordable housing
crazy.
community and wants as much security as they can muster.
Are you happy with the robots?
I love it.
Some residents even witnessed
Russ said he
last
loved
Thursday's arrests.
He got him, made him stand still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the hell is this?
The robot is not a catch-all, but it fills what some properties are finding as a growing need.
They can go behind the bushes and in the areas that generally our monitoring patrols don't go to.
So while watching where you park might still be a thing, it's now becoming more of a thing for those with less than good intentions.
When we do this and we have a moment like this, I blast Ghostbusters and then scream, "Who are you going to call? Call Undaunted."
In Southwest Atlanta, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
Yeah, that's real crazy. I'm surprised at how they work together. They said that one dog followed the perpetrators as they ran off, and the other dog went to go meet the police. So
Right.
that's pretty crazy. I mean, it's
They work as a team.
yeah, and I think it's a good thing, but I do think it's a point to where you have to, be like, well, how far does this go? How much, because when they start using the dogs like that for private security, eventually it moves over to the federal and state level where they start to buy the dogs. And so how far do you let the dogs go? How much do you equip the dogs with? You know what I'm saying? It's out there, they're allowing it to happen. So it's only gonna be a thing that grows. So just, look out for robo dogs. I believe you probably gonna see them in stores at some point soon. Me and the old lady, we was at Lowe's the other day, and they literally got robots riding around Lowe's, and they go some shit like that, and they're taking inventory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
grocery store too got them.
yeah, the inventory. And I remember, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago when I worked at Home Depot. I just worked in a regular department, but at nighttime they would have a crew of about 40 or 50 people come in twice a week, and they would actually count inventory in the store. And now they got it to where they got 2 robots that counts the whole store daily.
Mm-hmm.
And robots is a thing. They're not going nowhere. They're just it's gonna be more and more of them. And the robo dog, I think that's going to expand to robo pet, shit like that. But I do think that at some point is going to become a problem when they decided they're going to, put tasers on the dogs and, stuff like that. And, things
Yeah, I
that,
don't even think they gotta do all that. I think this another camera, more cameras is stopping crime now than ever. Cause like when we was young, they ain't have all them cameras like that all around, like they got cameras. So even if you just put another thing out there with another camera, like people quick to try to film something with their phones, like people don't intervene. I'd be like, damn, everybody on the phone, ain't nobody calling the police. But security wise, this robo dog thing, man, you got another camera. It's another set of eyes. And that's what these youngest got to look out for. And
they didn't say that the dogs were.
They should not be doing crime anyway, for real.
Right. Absolutely.
But hopefully it'll make things safer. And
right.
And look out for that. Look out for that, y'all. That's robo dog. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this. We got this new segment for y'all. We're gonna go ahead and pull this up. And let's go ahead and get into this. This is called Too Many Mimosas.
Presented to you by DBCHEFTV.
All right, y'all. So we got a white supremacist march in Virginia Beach over Memorial Day weekend. It's going crazy.
On a weekend where we honored those who died for our freedoms, we received a video of a group whose beliefs flow far from the mainstream. Virginia Beach police tell us they belong to the white supremacy group Patriot Front. And this march at 38th Street Saturday has sparked quite a reaction. More from 10 on Your Side's Markeisha Jackson.
Virginia Beach Mayor Bobby Dyer says he denounces everything the group stands for, but other leaders say the city should remain alert for future marches like this one. People wearing white masks and carrying Confederate flags on full display at the Virginia Beach oceanfront this weekend. Police say they are members of the white supremacist group Patriot Front.
What was the motive for being there and being down there? Were they trying to make a statement, trying to send us a signal, or what's to come?
Members of the Virginia Beach chapter of the NAACP are shocked.
And I even told the chief of police, I said, this is not a good look for Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach police say the group did not have a permit but didn't need one because they did not meet the threshold required. Police also say the group didn't break the law. We reached out to Mayor Bobby Dyer.
First of all, I do not in any way, shape, or form align my views of what they stand for.
Members of the group all wore white masks. According to Virginia law, it is unlawful for anyone over 16 to wear a mask to conceal their identity. Other Hampton Roads cities have enforced the state's mask law. Here's what Mayor Dyer told us.
And every city is going to handle, situations differently. But once again, this group, came. We didn't know about it, and it was peaceful.
To the masking issue, police said that the group has not been treated differently than any other group asserting their First Amendment rights in Virginia Beach.
We shouldn't downplay it. Like no big deal that they just showed up and they just left. We also should not just downplay it, we also be more sensitive to the citizens because there was a lot of people that was afraid.
Leaders hope it does not become a trend.
I just really pray for, peace and, tranquility in the world today.
You can read more from police on this over on wavy.com. Markeisha Jackson, 10 on Your Side.
All right. What you got, cuz? Go.
Yeah, I mean, is white supremacy. Yeah, it's peaceful protesting. Yeah, nobody said anything. So, when it comes down to that, even the state said, or the towns, Virginia Beach said they did nothing wrong, even though certain towns in Virginia and up and down the East Coast, you just can't walk around with your face covered now unless it's like COVID or something like that.
Or you under 16. I heard them say that.
Right.
I didn't know that. Under 16, you can have a shiesty on. That's kind of crazy.
Right. But also in Virginia still remember, August 2017, the Unite the Right rally, where this same group or part of that group was there, where they chanted, Jays would not replace us, and they were being very racist there and whatnot. And they also
Jays would not replace it. What's that?
Jews. What
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying?
I mean, you
Yeah.
said everything else. Why you couldn't say Jews?
Jews were never.
You got so
Hey,
you,
because man, once you start talking about them, you kind of shit start happening.
oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you talking about some white supremacists using the word, just so
Right,
that ain't,
right. And and that was in Charlottesville, in August 2017. And and Heather Hayers died, when the white supremacists decided to drive his car down through a crowd and just run over people.
oh
You know
yeah,
what I
that was
mean?
tragic. That was tragic. Yeah.
These people, they show up across the country. They normally show up in places where they would meet the least amount of resistance as possible. You know what I'm saying? Virginia Beach on Memorial Day weekend, when people are there with their families, you're not going to have people, popping out and acting crazy, and they got their kids and their wives and nieces and nephews and all that stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a very strong message of hatred when they come through, and they strategically plan it to be in those type of places to meet the least amount of resistance. When you told me about it, I said, why don't they try, to do that in Chicago, East Side Chicago, or O Block or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or even,
Southside, West Side, Southside, West
yeah, or even in the projects of Richmond, Virginia. Try it even in those places. You know what I'm saying? Or even in the projects that's in or somewhere near in the Virginia Beach area.
Yeah, because
You know.
I don't think they looking for a fight. I don't think they're looking for a fight.
Yeah, I don't think they are neither. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think they just
To
they-
to that question, why don't they do it in areas where there's more black people at? That's basically what you're saying, like, and some folks who are a little ignorant, maybe a little bit. Yeah,
or
like
just
I don't think they're looking for a fight.
or even just more populated areas, because it's not I gave those examples, but it's not just black people that's not for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a ton of white people that ain't for it and will rock their domes. You know what I'm saying? And they do it.
I never seen it. I've never seen it. When?
Yeah. No,
Show me, send me some clips or something.
I've
If you got
seen
video in the video age, you got some?
Right. So even with Chud the
I've
Builder,
never seen it.
even with Chud the Builder, where he wrote up on that guy and said, "Yo, they won't let me in this bar because I used the N-word." He was like, "Yo, well, he was like, what?" He was like, "How you feel about that?" He was like, "Well, being the fact that I got 2 black sons, you need to get the fuck up out of here."
He ain't still
You know what
off
I'm saying?
on him, though.
Nah, he did. It was an old man.
So
You know what I'm saying? It was an old man. But at the end of the day,
you just
you know what I'm
said
saying?
white folks gonna ride. I ain't seen no white folks riding for black folks. Never never.
Yeah.
Never.
No, I mean, it's just what's your,
Never.
when you say ride, what's your definition
Ride.
of
I'm
ride?
talking
You
about
know what I'm
crash
saying?
out.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about crash. Yeah, I'm saying
Well-
if they, so what I'm talking about is the example that you use, which I agree with you. Like they don't go do it in those areas like where you talking about, like by O Block, okay, or by where used to be the anywhere where it's the Gardens or the last name is the Hill or something like that. Anything
Anacostia.
anything where
Back
it's,
in the day.
where it's some jet set and they turn up, or some older cats that turn up too, where they where it's a high traffic for violence and all that carrying on. They not doing that, right? But what I'm saying is like I never seen no white folk just being like, hey, y'all gotta get up out of here, like are we gonna crash out? the same way it would be if they posted up on O Block. Like if they came out there and posted up with their signs, like somebody they running them up off the block, right? Okay. And they willing to crash to do it. So if you say it's some white folks that's gonna be there, I'm like, just show me them. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I got some partners. I got some partners that I know we done been in some bar fights and all that. Just some sailors that I love. Okay.
Yeah.
But I ain't never heard of them saying, come back like, Pearl, you know, the other day, man, I had to smash on this white boy because he was, you know, using the N-word all crazy and everything, you know, blah, blah. Nah, that ain't how it go. I don't know. I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you know, let's put it in more lighter terms than crash out. There are a lot of white people in communities that if you bring that to their neighborhood, you're gonna have a certain group of people that's whites that's going to come out and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Some of them may do the same thing that outnumbered black person would do and be like, you know what? I'm not doing this today with these mugs. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the majority, I think the majority of white people is not like that right there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a special breed.
I don't know the majority of white folks, but based on just what I ain't moving the goalpost, just based on what you was talking about, I never seen that. You know what I'm saying? And I do agree that is a lot of white folks that ain't with no foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So, and they know how to identify stupidity when they see it. So I think that that's fair. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know no white folks that's gonna carry on. Like if them, what was the name of their group? The Patriot Front or something like that. If they post up where in the hood somewhere where they trapping at, where they got them sticks on in their pants, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they not. They
Not white folks. They couldn't come to the hood with that. They definitely couldn't come to the hood.
I'm talking about the Patriot Front people, like all of them people that protest, the Proud Boys, all them folks like that. They ain't doing that. Like even Chud the Builder, he wasn't in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he was running up on black people on some crazy shit. You know
Yeah, but he wasn't in around places where he would have been dead a long time ago.
Nah,
you know,
nah,
or where he would have had to shoot it out.
No, he literally pulled the trigger at the courthouse.
Yeah.
He was literally at the courthouse when he did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, so you know, so for them, for what's their name, the Patriot Front.
Yeah.
On this episode of Too Much Mimosas, we gonna say
they've had way too much to drink. Cut them off.
One more time.
They've had way too much to drink. Cut them off.
Yeah. And that's you know, for the Patriot Front, they've had too many mimosas, man. You know, don't invite them out to brunch anymore, y'all. And we're gonna go ahead and get back to it. How we do it.
New court documents show that Lontrell Williams Sr. will be released, and all temporary stay orders delaying his release have now been removed. All of this coming after Williams and his son, Pooh Shiesty, were arrested along with 7 others, including Memphis rapper Big 30 back in April. Investigators allege the group kidnapped and robbed Gucci Mane and 2 others at gunpoint inside a Texas music studio. Meanwhile, Pooh Shiesty is set to go to trial later this summer on July the 6th.
Okay, so Pooh Shiesty daddy got released, man, and of course he's supposed to go to trial July 6th. If everybody been hiding under a rock somewhere, Pooh Shiesty was locked up. He got out. He dropped FDO, one of the hottest tracks. I think it went up. I think it was hitting hard as a Drake track for the summer. And hitting hard as Kendrick Lamar when he dropped the Drake diss, the They Not Like Us type thing, you know, like, so I think him and NBA Youngboy, I actually think he would have ran the summer. If Pooh Shiesty was out, I think that he would have, if this wouldn't have happened, man, I think that he would have been.
Yeah, he would have been next. He was definitely in the lines to be next up.
To run the whole summer, you know, because I mean, Youngboy just can't, if he not still on tour. Last time I looked, he was on tour. But I think that, you know, he would have been up, but what he did was allegedly him, rapper Big 30, another jit from Memphis, young brothers, they rappers, and they met Gucci Mane in a studio in Dallas, I believe it was, and altercation happened and situation happened trying to get out of a contract. His dad was there. So, no one had gotten bail. No one had received bond, was able to be let go. It's a lot of allegations out here, accusations saying that the dad has been a confidential informant. They call him a snitch, a rat, all that other stuff in the street with that street stuff. So, it's interesting to see how it's unfolding. We definitely gonna stay watching. We definitely gonna keep y'all tuned into it. And we're not gonna watch the whole trial every day type situation. Like we've really grown. We got our own life going on. But we're gonna try to, keep y'all up to date with certain stuff, little jewels, and the conclusion, the outcome, see what happens. But the internet is talking about it. It's I think 1090 Jake, Seti Nash, Trap Lord Ross, DJ Academics, a lot of them cats, Just Say No to Skull, Mac Muller, a lot of these guys, what I'm saying, like they follow this stuff and they can give you a better purview of a day-to-day, of a day-to-day of what's going on, the ins and out. But yeah, I'm not even on free Pooh Shiesty, I don't know if I don't think Gucci Mane is a snitch. I think he a businessman, and it was only one way to handle that. So, I'm not on keep Pooh Shiesty locked up either, because like I asked you earlier, I do believe in second chances. But some people may say that Pooh messed up his second chance because when he got signed, he had the deal. He was good. He was blowing up. And then he wouldn't pull the robbery over some, I think, a zip and some J's.
He was on the ankle monitor when he did it.
Well, no, not this time. I'm talking about when he did the first bid in the fade.
Right. So he did the first bid. Yeah. And he got out and he was on the ankle monitor. And then he was going to rob Gucci, which that would have been his second chance.
Allegedly for this charge now, this is where his second chance was, right? Where he allegedly robbed Gucci Mane.
Allegedly.
Forced him to sign the contract. We'll find out in the trial. But it ain't free him and it ain't keep him locked up. He a young brother. I made mistakes in my life. I made mistakes as an adult too. So ain't nobody perfect, man. But it's gonna be interesting to see how this turns out, though, for real. It's gonna be real interesting because I do think he messed up the bag, though. Because just for him to be dealing with this situation right now like this and not be out free getting money, streaming, making music, touring, living his life, enjoying them cars and that lifestyle and traveling and doing stuff, man. Like I can't imagine how he feels in the cell right now, kicking himself in the butt. Again, right? Again. But yeah, so tonight, y'all, we had streamer DeenTheGreat arrested in Miami. He was seemed like a domestic violence case, but I know they be drinking a lot. I don't know what else they do offline, but I know they do be drinking a lot, man. When there's a lot of alcohol involved, stuff happens. So my advice might be to the young boy, slow down just a little bit. Like you already winning, man. Don't crash out. And then don't play yourself out your position over these girls that you're dealing with, man, because it's too much money on the table. And then we had a ex-CIA officer caught with $40 million in gold. fake this whole, fake this whole what you call that daggone thing?
His whole career, his identity, and everything.
Well, what you call it when you what you got? That's how you know I ain't filled out no job application. His fake this whole resume. Yeah, the resume.
Well, they got a term for it. It's called padding your resume.
Padding it. Yeah, he did more than pad it. Yeah. Yeah, he did a whole Paddington Bear, for real. And he faked the whole resume, but that's crazy. But I'm gonna keep my eyes on that story because I think it's more to it than just that. I don't understand how somebody goes 17 years with a whole fake thing, and then it's like, oh, we found out you was fake after we found the 2 million before.
It'd be swept under the rug before you could find any more information about it.
It's crazy. But then we had the UFC fight on the White House lawn. They got the $1 million tickets. Cold Season says he wouldn't be caught dead in attendance.
Oh.
Especially not for this president. So
nope.
We understand. And then we got RoboDog security sniffing out criminals in ATL. That is crazy. Robotics is taking over, y'all. AI. A lot of people.
They're getting ready for the FIFA. Remember, didn't they have the same crackdown at ATL on last episode, 2 episodes ago?
Yeah. All the cities they stepping up more crime initiatives, getting ready for the World Cup. So it's looking like crime already don't pay, but it's looking like that a lot of this robotics is being put more into play in other areas. At first, we've been seeing a lot of layoffs and stuff that has to do with the economy as well. And it's been happening like for the last 2-3 years, actually, all the layoffs that have been building up. But a lot of those jobs are being replaced with robotics and AI. So it isn't surprising to me that now robotics is going into, the security field a lot more, law enforcement activity. It just makes sense. Like, it just seems like it's a complete evolution of it and implementation of this thing. So don't do crime, man. It don't pay. You're going to be on camera. Somebody's camera going to catch you.
That's right. And
then we had Pooh Shiesty's father gets released before trial. Like we said, we just, we praying for Gucci Man and we praying for Pooh family and everything, man. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we going to find out.
Yeah.
What they said, July 6th.
Yeah. It's just sit back and watch it. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. Because hopefully he don't get too long and he can still come out and salvage his career, man. He can still do something. Maybe something to be good for him. Maybe he only get 10 years or something like that.
Oh, well, that's cooked. His career will be over. Can't come back.
You think so? After 10?
Yeah. You in your 20s, man.
How old is Pooh Shiesty? Look up how old Pooh Shiesty is right quick. How old is he? Is he 26? 25? 25, 26? Because I think if he like 25, 26, he could do 10 and still come back out.
Let's see.
How many years BG did? Well, I mean, yeah, but BG is legendary too, though. But
he was born in 1999.
99, so he what, 27? He 27, so he just finna turn 27 this year.
Yeah. So November, so he 20. He ain't even 27 yet. He
26 now.
26, yeah.
Yeah, he could do a dime and come back and still have a little career.
At 36, well, he gonna be a promoter. He gonna be a promoter. Like he ain't gonna, a writer,
He could do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
could do
come back
that.
and
He
be a
could write.
writer. You know, I
He
just
could
don't
write.
see him coming back at 36 and being like, you know,
The young stepper. Nah, he's not.
yeah. I mean, because his fan base right now, you know, 10 years from now, you know, they'd be pushing 40.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're not, you know.
But I'm saying I still like Scarface, Ice Cube. You know, if Biggie was alive, would you go to a concert? Yeah.
Yeah, but them niggas ain't putting out no albums. But Pooh Shiesty do have 10 years to write albums. You know, so
That's what I'm saying though. So it's like
I just think that if
fans are
Pooh
fans. Juvie and them, Juvie still going to a little cuz.
yeah. But I feel like he would have had to have more of a recognition before he went in to come out 10 years later and still pop. Right. Like, so right now he's not as big. I don't think he's big enough going in at this age to come out 10 years later and still pop. You know what I'm saying? Versus
he could
versus
drop one album from jail, like about 3-4 years in, he could drop an album from jail. Over the phone, they got it now where you can do that. Because remember, Shine dropped the album from prison.
Yeah, a couple of artists done it.
Yeah, Godfather Buried Alive. So like, he could still drop an album from prison, maybe about 4 years in, keep him fresh, and then come out. I mean, Max B just did 10, 15 years or something like that. 18 years. I don't know. See, I still think he can come home and he can catch a wave, man.
Yeah, I mean, Max B did all that time and came out and trash. You know what I'm saying? So,
came out as trash.
Yeah,
I went deaf on her. Well,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? 50 try to breathe some life into him. That shit ain't work.
Go
You know
deaf
what I'm
on
saying?
her. I went deaf on her.
Yeah, nah. So we'll see how it go.
You said Max be some trash though. Cold.
Yeah, he is, man. You know,
hold back on nobody.
Nah. I mean, you know, like back in the day, you know, like I could listen to him and it'd be all right, but for now, he can't. Nah, man, he couldn't bust a grape in the fruit fight right now, man. He ain't.
You don't see the vision. That's what Max will tell you. You don't see the vision.
Hey, look.
Stevie
I sure
Wonder.
don't.
Stevie Wonder.
Where you at, Max?
Ray Charles.
Where you at, Max? I can't see what you're talking about.
You don't see the vision.
You know, nah, not at all, man.
Crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Max was going off on Big Daddy Kane. Like, what?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, man, stop it.
Bringing niggas out of retirement.
Stop it. Nah, Kane be doing shows, man. He like in the Atlantic City area every month. They got a whole venue they be doing.
Nah, man, Kane was just on social media the other day talking some shit. I was like, oh shit, Kane. Somebody said something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was enough to warrant a response from him. So
yeah, man, that was.
And you know, in the up in Virginia, man, he be throughout there like often. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the promoters, they love him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kane
So,
getting money, man. Max was acting like Kane ain't. I mean, he not on the Billboard charts, no, but I mean that's a different whole situation. But
no, Kane is a legend, man.
Yeah, but he a legend. He touring. He's still getting money. Like,
yeah, Kane a legend. Max B is not a legend.
Max B not a legend.
He's not a legend.
He said he top 50 in New York ever. Matter of fact, I think he said he was top on the list. He was like number 5 or 6 or something. After
on what list?
After the
rap list, list.
Yeah, he said like after Nas.
He number 5 on the list. No,
he said like after what he say after Jay, Nas, and Biggie. Like then it was him. No. He was like he was in the 4 hours.
He might be number 5 on the Epstein list, but
oh man,
yeah,
Max is locked up.
Nah, man.
Nah,
but yeah, Max B ain't doing it like that. Nah.
You said, but he ain't top 5 on that. Nah. Okay.
Nah. Nowhere near it.
All right. Well, shout out to Max. Shout out to Max B and the Wave God, man.
Shout out Max B, man.
You know, but that's all we got for y'all. Y'all make sure to smash that like button. We want to shout out everybody. Shout out Bug, lovely ATV. Shout out Bug. rocking with us
What up, bud?
in the chat. We appreciate everybody pulling up, y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel so when we go live, you never miss an episode of Brunch with the Fellas. I am Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV.
And I'm Cold Season on DBCHEFTV.
Yeah. And we are the Brunch Fellas. And until next time, we'll see y'all. Peace, cuz.
This whole publication is all about going from nowhere to somewhere, right? Being able to stand on something so that you can travel in peace, right? So bksoulfarm.com, 1016-160 self-sustainability. Jump on the list and get yourself together, right? Because it is irresponsible to not even know what responsibility means. So get yourself together, food, clothing, and shelter, protection of that, support your interests, and live.
Love ain't always easy, and we won't stop until we get it right. So bring that ass to the Love Speak podcast. Subscribe today and let your love speak at TLS Podcast. The Love Speak, now streaming on YouTube. You are the key to your financial freedom. So unlock your inner wealth with financial fundamentals at Bows on the Table. Subscribe today and never miss a meal at Bows Podcast. Bows on the Table, now streaming on YouTube. At the Veteran Kettle Podcast, we thank you for your service, support, and sacrifice to our country. Listen to real stories of adversity and triumph as we give our best to honor our vets. Subscribe today and watch episodes now streaming on YouTube at TVK Podcast, The Veteran Kettle. Sign up for the newsletter and shop merch and clothing at DBCHEFTV.com.